for what? I think I went for 2 semesters. That's when now I started enjoying life a bit too much.
What is enjoyment according to you?
At the time, I thought it was drinking, going out, girls, you know, staying out late. You know, that was, for me, was only fun.
And those are things you never did when you were in high school? Never. Because you are at the roof of it. This time, are you sleeping home when you're going to university?
Yes, I am.
You used to go to university coming from home?
I go home.
Okay.
You know? So I personally do not think someone can force you to do something that you don't want. And most young people will tell you that, right? What I blame it on was bad decisions. I made bad decisions. Choices.
Now, Moine, you are talking about for 17 years. Is it 17 years?
Yeah.
You drank?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 38 years old.
You are only?
I turned 38 last month.
So 38 minus 17?
Yeah.
So the only years you did not drink is 21 years?
Yeah, 21. And out of those 21, I was wearing a uniform. So those ones, you don't count those. Then now I start blaming. You know, you start looking for...
someone to blame.
Yeah, an addict will never be at fault. They'll never be at
so
fault.
So ulikuwa na blame nani?
Wazazi. Hao ndio wabaya, wanisikizi. Sindano, I woke up in a ward.
Wow.
So I remember I asked someone, where am I? Wow. Sindio, nikaambiwa toe Kiingereza hapa. I didn't talk again. When I was there, ndio kusikiza watu, you know, learning to stories and whatnot is when I figured out, okay, here maybe iko kitu.
Iko shida.
Iko shida. Na hii shida, lakini yangu haijafika yo mtu mwingine. Me am at least.
Kumbe unaona hawa wengine ndani, unaona hawa wametupa mbao.
Yeah, because me I'm the one who's listening to someone. Ati you did what?
Lemani mpaka huko.
Exactly. So I go back home. This was I think late 2011, early 2012.
Yeah.
I went on my knees.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I need a rehab. I have had
when do you suggest this time?
Me. Oh, I want to do this. I've had enough. Again, my mom. Nikaenda kwa.
Oh yeah, mamas.
Sawa. What will we do? I ended up Limuru.
Akakupeleka tena rehab.
Ilianza vizuri. I'm getting on my feet. Trust is coming back. Kila kitu inaenda vizuri. Nikaanza kuona sasa, now I am normal. Sindio? And in my head, normal people, sindio, they go and compare notes. I don't know if you get me.
I hear you. Yeah.
You have to go and compare
notes.
And when you're comparing notes, I have to show you my biro is better than yours. If you can drink 2 and go home, me I think I can drink 3 and go home.
Because nimetoka kwa kubi.
You know, I'm studying.
Yeah.
I remember my mama just gotten a business town. Sasa mimi ndio natembea ugedhani ni yangu. Do you know, me I work CBD. Hata naketi, you know?
Yeah.
Naketi hivi. You know, and then I felt like I have again, I have chores, I'm doing something, so life is becoming good.
Yeah.
So, hata mimi saa hiyo ni siri yangu. My addiction was my secret.
Yes.
So now I start again. This Kapombe starts telling me, Ebu come, we've not spent enough time together. I think we need alone time.
Huko mumeachana kabisa. Tena.
No, kwanza, I remember I used to tell people, I don't know what you are doing in a bar for more than 1 hour. Me, I need 20 minutes to 30 minutes. I go, I drink what I am, I wait. Ikikonga kichwa, I go. This world. First of all, I learned it's not a must I drink. I can just pop a pill. It's easier.
Kulewa.
Stress. Sasa naweza lewa kama nimevaa suti.
Umelani huko ndani?
Sasa, you know, hii place, ukiingia setups kama hizo, it's me, I'm bringing my story, my history. Now, relapse, you go, it's like you're going for your masters.
So, you've been kept away out of alcohol for 3 months.
Sasa
umekuja kama ile sheitani ikiingia inatokanga ikuwa saba.
Zinarudi zikiwa
saba.
Now I want, now I know, now I've been missed by my drinking buddies. So now all of a sudden,
hata wanakununulia.
Now I don't even need to have money. I just need to turn up. Wewe ukifika tu unaambia
karibu.
Where have you been? And nimekuwa around, I was up country.
Hata usemi mahali ulienda.
Sema you have to be
usionekana kama weakling.
Usikeka weakling.
You want to prove I'm strong.
This is my friend from a very long time. Pewa mbili. Nini, then you look at this other one, you tell him, and today I'm broke. Hiyo tu, shika hii kwanza. You know, we are all, we are lost. So when you're all lost, all you want to do is, where are we going to get high? So you sneak out, someone sneaks in, there's someone selling. You never really lack.
Hello viewers, and welcome to Lucy Moria Network. This is another beautiful day. I told you we are changing lives. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so you do not miss these wonderful episodes of inspiring, educating, and informing our Kenyans on issues affecting our older persons. And older persons cannot stand alone without the issues affecting the young people. When the young people are affected, the older people are. When the older people are affected, the young people are. Today, we have a young guest. Our young guest is a super chef. So if you want wedding cakes, birthday cakes, any kind of cake, queen cakes, ask me about it. He is super. And currently a writer, and he has already completed the first book and working on the second one. And this young man is none other than Moine Munene. Moine, how are you? Yes, karibu to the show.
Thank you.
Yes, we are happy to have you here.
Pleasure being here.
Yes. So you have a story. You have written books. I can see some here by Moine Munene. And the book is Lemons and What to Do with Them. Maybe you later tell us about your books. And why, how, and when you wrote them, right?
Yeah, why lemons?
Why lemons? Why not oranges?
Exactly.
So Moine, can you look at the camera and talk to the viewers, to young and old, and tell them your story? How did you happen to be here on the show today?
Wow. Where do I start? Now, hi everyone. As you heard, my name is Moine Munene. Currently, I'm a chef. And I've just finished my first book. It's called Lemons and What to Do with Them. Now, how did I end up writing this book? Well, apart from that profession, I don't know, can you call drinking a profession? I don't know, is it a profession? Because for the longest time ever, about 17 years, I have drunk. And out of those 17 years, there's a 5-year period that I have literally drunk every single day of my life.
Wow.
Then the way things happen, one thing leads to another. I found myself in a space that I had had enough. Honest to God, I had had enough. And how this book came about was writing. I was just writing to myself, Sometimes I feel like if I talk to someone, you will not quite understand me. You won't get what I'm talking about. Sometimes I might even joke, and you find someone does not even get your joke, exactly what you mean. So I started writing to myself. Then I had a very good friend of mine, Andrew. Hi, Andrew. He told me, you've written this is almost a book. That's where now that idea came. Then I just keep writing. Then I think
talking to yourself?
Yeah, just talking to myself.
Wow.
These are just stories, and every single thing here I've passed through it. It's just different characters. I've not named anyone, of course, but different experiences. Some are good, some are bad, most are bad.
But still, they're experiences.
They're experiences, and they're just day to day. I feel like any young person, will relate to all 52 essays.
Wow, they are 52?
Yeah, they are 52.
Now, Moine, you are talking about for 17 years. Is it 17 years?
Yeah.
You drank?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 38 years old.
You are only?
I turned 38 last month.
So 38 minus 17.
Yeah.
So the only years you did not drink is 21 years.
Yeah, 21. And out of those 21, I was wearing a uniform. So those ones, you don't count those.
So tell us about your background. How did you grow? Like for 17 years, you're only 38. So tell us your background, and did you go to school? Maybe, I don't know, tell us.
Okay, my background was, how do I put it? My background was pretty comfortable. Yeah, you know, if you get how society is, I had a very, very, very average, normal upbringing.
Yes.
Two-parent household, all of them loving younger sister by 2 years. So yes. Our house was very balanced. We never lacked. We never lacked. And then there was a lot of discipline because of my late dad. A lot of discipline. You needed, you grow up with the virtues. You know, that model child, go to school, learn, bring grades, you know, do chores around the
normal
house.
way, the way things were.
The way things
then.
Yeah.
Even now.
Are they still there?
Yeah.
You know, so that was my upbringing with highs and lows. It was very fun, very loving, you know.
So did you go to school?
Yes.
Because you haven't told us about your background. You just jumped to making cakes and Yeah,
well, I started from primary. I went to Nairobi Primary, you know.
You are Nairobian?
Yes.
Okay.
From Nairobi Primary, I went to Moi Forces.
Moi Forces Academy.
Yeah, still in Nairobi.
Wow.
Then I did that. I was there until Form 3. Then I transferred to Lukenya High in Athi River. You know, that's where I finished my Form 4.
Why did you switch schools from Form 3? That's quite a good school.
Yes, grades. It was the grades.
What about them?
Yeah, I was failing. I was playing too much, to say the truth.
Yeah.
You know,
in the military school?
Yes. Not playing truant, but I was not concentrating on books. I'm thinking of basketball. I'm thinking of
hyper boy.
Yeah, you know, I'm very hyper. I'm a very hyper person. So I'm always trying everything except what I'm supposed to do. And you know, grades reflect it. So I remember my dad was like, no, this one, you're not going the same way. So what I'm going to do, I will make an executive decision.
And I guess your dad was an educationist,
like
you told me off the camera.
Exactly. So he made an executive decision, and I had to repeat Form 3 in Lukenya so that everything can work out. And it did.
Yeah.
You know, that school was relatively new at the time, so there was very few people, and then there was plenty of time. Then I liked the way the structure was. It was just good. You concentrate.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was good. After that, I finished, got a B, which was pretty good. After that, I did French. I remember at the time you choose either you do a language or computers. I decided to go to Alliance Français. That's what everyone was doing.
Comment allez-vous? Bonjour.
Je suis très bien. Mais mon français est peu. Je n'avais pas une personne to parler avec.
What? Sasa hapa yangu imeisha.
No, Niku, you know, those are the things I like. I like learning. So hiyo nilipick.
So you did it as a hobby or as a subject?
Diploma.
Wow. Yeah. That's after Form 4?
After Form 4, before my results.
Yeah. So then you can even make a very good tourist and guide. Yeah.
Oh my God. So after that, I went to Nairobi Uni. Now, I was called for I think it was agriculture or something. That's what the letter was. But at the time, you know, by virtue of you've been admitted, everyone is at peace. Congratulations.
So long as umekuwa mtu wa university.
Umefika.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni mzuri. Even going to high school, niliitwa Upper Hill. I really should have gone to Upper Hill.
Was a day school?
Yeah, because I would have been maybe South Soul. You know, I can't sing, but see, that's where they were. So
anyway, kila mtu ako na destiny yake.
Kila mtu ako na destiny yake. So I ended up doing BCom.
The Nairobi University.
This is where things become very, very interesting. My dad was lecturing that BCom.
That he was a lecturer in that class.
That faculty.
Your dad was a... So at the university, you were called to do what?
I was called to do... I can't remember. I was called either agriculture or something.
Yeah.
But I ended up going to BCom. And if I remember well, this was 2007. Because I finished 2000... No, it was 2007, yeah. Because I finished
Which year did you finish Form 4?
I finished Form 4 2005, right? So you stay out 2006, then 2007.
We used to wait for 1 year before you go to the university. Yeah.
So I remember because it was, I went now January. Instead of waiting for the regular one, he alinione uruma and kind of parallel at least. So I started on the January of 2007.
Yeah.
Now from there, it was a very interesting time because I felt I have to perform, You know, you don't let anyone
You're already in the university now.
Yes, I'm already there.
And there's expectation.
I'm going
and your dad is a lecturer here.
There,
and he's lecturing my commerce where I am.
My first lecture, I'll never forget, was Mr. Karanja. You know?
Your dad was a professor?
Senior lecturer.
Senior lecturer at the University of Nairobi? Okay.
Faculty of Commerce, Kabete.
Oh, wow.
So my first lecture was Mr. Karanja. That hall, he pointed at me and just went, you with a blue biro, out of like 300 students. So nikajua hapa.
Was he having a telescope or something?
No, yeah, just glasses, the way you know everyone. But in order to but in order to point someone out on the very first day, you must know them.
Because he knew you.
Exactly.
So you lived at the university ground.
Exactly. So they would come and have tea. So ananiju. From there, you're on the spot. Yeah. And you're sasa.
And now in your faculty, you are dad.
So I don't think first years he failed. Then even on faculty grounds, unafa behave. Imagine being caught, I don't know, somewhere funny or not. There, someone will talk. Yeah. So you can feel for a young person. Yeah. Kunaka pressure. Yeah. It's not much, but it's there.
No, it's there.
So
you are not being you.
Yeah, I'm not being me. Then that happened. For what? I think I went for 2 semesters. That's when I started enjoying life a bit too much.
What is enjoyment according to you?
At the time, I thought it was drinking, going out, girls, you know, staying out late. You know, that was, for me, was only fun.
And those are things you never did when you were in high school? Never. Because you are at the roof of you. This time, are you sleeping home when you're going to university?
Yes, I am.
You used to go to university coming from home?
I go home.
Okay.
You know? So, I would see, first of all, before I even continue, I don't like the term peer pressure. Because I personally do not think someone can force you to do something that you don't want. And most young people will tell you that, right? What I blame it on was bad decisions. I made bad decisions. Choices. Because I remember we were in a class. It ends at 8:30, you know? After class, people say, wanambiana kwaheri, you know?
Yeah.
So when everyone is saying, hi, you feel this, saying, let's go.
8 ya usiku?
Yeah, 8:30 ya usiku. So unasikia wengine wanasema, let's go to Westlands, let's have a beer or two, let's go dancing, let's go dancing, let's go visit this new club, let's go do this. Sasa mimi, I'm there. I have no idea where this is, but I want to know.
Because you're born in Nairobi, you are raised here, and you don't know.
I felt like I'm the one who should know.
Yeah.
You know? So and then I look at them from top to toe. These guys look nice. These people and these girls look pretty.
Yeah. They're good to hang out with.
Na nyumbani, if I explain where I was, sitaulizwa. You know? So I remember the first few times I actually asked for permission. I was like, hey, I've met some people, they want to go out, right?
Oh, so you would say?
I told you from the upbringing, it was very open. You want to do something, no lying, no nothing. You want to do something, where jieleze. You will have a conversation about it, and decisions will be made. So I went, the first few times I asked, hey, I want to go out there, like, okay, sawa, mnaenda api, utarudi sangapi, you're going with who, are you safe, do you have some money? Imagine that sort of setup.
Typical Kenyan parents.
It's good, so I go. I loved it. It was nice.
The first time.
Loud music, I'm shouting, I'm dancing. I don't know how to dance, but I'm, you know. Then
ukaona mambo hujaiona.
nikaona maneno sijaiona. And then add everyone, yani we are friends. Niaje, so you this is nice, you know, oh, we go this, that's it. From there, one thing led to another. From going out as a group to me now going alone, yeah. Then as it got worse, to me going with 4 different groups. You know what that means?
No.
I am drinking so heavily, I will drink with you from 8 to 10.
In the morning?
No, in the evening.
Usiku?
Yeah. You need to go home.
Yeah. Oh.
So you need to go home. I mean, 2-3 beers. Any reasonable person
would go home.
Ukona kwako.
So ama kwenu.
Yeah, ama ukona kwenu. Go home. So me I'll tell you, even me I need to go. Sawa. Kwa heri tuonane kesho. Ukienda hivi kama ni stage ama parking, me I'll do a U-turn and join another group that has now left home.
Ile ina haraka.
Yeah, they have just left home Sunday wameingia club. Sindio? So stand now niko nao. I'm high. Tunasalimiana. We start dancing again. You know? Now these people about 2 or 3.
Wanataka kwenda
they
home.
need to go home and sleep. Sindio? Natoka nao. Napiga sasa U-turn nyingine. I join another group that has said they are going to drink until morning.
Na hii pesa ulikuwa unatoa wapi?
Hii pesa ilikuwa inatoka again. Sinakwambia from my upbringing. I grew up in there was a reward system.
In your home?
In the house, there really was a reward system. If you do something, there is a token. You're taught how to save from a very early age.
Yeah.
So if I wash the car, either my mom or my dad will be like, okay, ndio hii, sindio. And then in the middle of as things got worse, all of a sudden I needed things that I really don't need. We have a trip. Well, no trip. I need shoes. No shoes. You know, all that money is coming to the pocket.
Wow.
That is what now is going to buy alcohol. And a lot of tricks.
Oh, you go home, you say we have a trip. When you're giving the money, you don't go.
I don't go. I go.
Because you really want to drink.
Yeah, I go. I sit in town. Si nimesema we are going
na
to go
shule
from
imeendaje sahi?
Shule by that time imeisha.
Uliacha?
There was a time I remember mzee came. Akaniuliza, do you go to school? There is nothing you are doing. You know?
Aliona results.
Yeah, aliona. And you know, see, I told you.
Of course, he is a teacher.
He knows.
As a lecturer,
he knows. So he came and told me, no, this is crazy. You know, this is crazy. I can't do this, can't find
And
you.
at the end of
drinking?
the day, after all this drinking throughout the night, when you go in the morning, do you go home or you go somewhere else?
I go home. I go home remorseful. I go saying, I'm sorry. I'll never do this again. You know, then najua ile urume ya mzazi. Okay, come. First time, second time. It gets worse. I remember at one point I was told, now this house, if you're not here by 10, you come at 6 in the morning. Now me, instead of seeing that as a sign of kimeumana, is like even better.
It's better that umeambiwa
It's better now I don't have to feel guilty. Naenda kuamsha wazazi at 4 a.m.
Takuja asubuhi anyway.
So now I'll go at 6.
Hata hawana ubaya.
No bad then. Yeah. Then now when you meet people, look on the street, you start learning how to make quick money. You know, you start...
Sasa shule umeacha?
Yo, now I didn't see any need for
That was second semester?
Yeah, no, by that was what? Second year, third semester.
Imagine.
Yeah. So from that time now, I've started making to pennies. Because I realized there's always somebody who wants something that somebody wants to buy. Like, there's, even right now as we are talking, there's something you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Something. Then I would be that guy, that what you want, I know someone who is selling it.
Wewe ulikuwa sasa unajua?
Mimi najua, juu ya kujua tu watu being all over the place.
Hapa ndio ulijulia mambo ya biashara.
So tuseme ni simu, okay, hakukuwa na simu, zilikuwa zile za Nokia,
hata
right?
Nguo.
Hata nguo. You want, Timberland boots. Kuna watu, you remember that age we used to sag. You know, it was a very annoying habit, but we used to sag. And funny and do rags, we used to look. So, watu wanataka hizi vitu. Believe it or not, I knew somebody who was selling them.
In town?
In town. You know? So nakuza unataka, do you know these things are very expensive? Hata sidhani you can't afford them.
Like sasa hiyo labda hasa zako unauza.
Sasa niko nazo kwa paper bag. Si nimeambia mtu wewe leta hii kitu. You want how much for it? You want 500. Nimeenda nikaambia mwingine these things are 1000.
Unapata 500.
Napata nini 500 yangu.
Unakimbia naye bar.
Hiyo nayo nakimbia na bar.
Na sai still are you coming home?
Yes. Yes. Wow. I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
What is the reaction of your parents?
They were devastated, angry. It was just a mess, you know. Eventually, then I stopped going home. I stopped.
And at this time, you're seeing them so devastated. Yeah. Were you feeling guilty?
Yes. And that guilt is what now, instead of dealing with the issue, I ran away.
Oh, so you knew back in your mind that you were doing something wrong.
I knew. You look at this, I know this is going badly. You know? Now
but you don't know how to come out of it.
How am I going
But you didn't try even to come out of it?
No. The first few times I didn't try. The first few times I didn't try. I'm just running because I would go 2-3 days. Then I send a message. Can I come home?
To your mom?
My dad. No, my mom was another story. My dad, can I come home? So she calls. He calls, I'm sorry. And then he says, Haujafukuzwa. You know? Haujafukuzwa, where have you been? Where have you been? So I go then, then he's like, okay, have you eaten? What do you wear where you go? What are you doing? Are you seeing you're messing? You know, vile mtu anakuuliza unaona amekasirika, you know? They are feeling it. You know, then I look, that one I'll be okay for like what?
So already umeji mess, then you are messing everyone at home, mentally umewan disturb.
Because I remember alikuwa ananiambia wewe ukiwa nje hii nyumba, even me I can't sleep because I don't know where you are.
Which is true.
And it's true.
Now you know.
Now I know.
Before you didn't.
Before I didn't, and then now I start blaming. You know, you start looking for
someone to blame.
Yeah, an addict will never be at fault. They'll never be at fault.
So ulikuwa na blame nani?
Wazazi. Hao ndio wabaya, wanisikizi.
What did you want them to hear you?
Do you know at the time if I could meet 22-year-old me, even me I'd ask them that question because I honestly don't know what I wanted. You know, you want to grow up. Here is a way to grow up. You want to be treated with respect. Here is a way. But me, I've refused it. The respect I want is the one for sijui ati kwa ba. Let around ingine. You know, hiyo ndio nataka. I want people to clap for me. In the
Now, at this point when you are blaming your parents, what were you thinking they should do? They should have done for you.
Do you know at the time
what did you think they failed? They have taken you to school, they're inviting you home. Unaenda unaambiwa hata hujafukuzwa.
Nakumbuka exactly what I wanted. Nilikuwa naambia, give me space, I do what I want. I can figure my own life. I am my own person. Don't ask me questions.
Na sasa uko mlevi?
Niko mlevi na niko kwao. Are you getting the way this situation ni ya mwendazimu?
Yeah.
Niko kwao.
And you want them to let you know.
And then I want them to unaona, no wonder nilikuwa napigwa ka slap ndio nini.
Relax kidogo.
Ni relax kwanza. Oh man, so it's going.
Unaweza hata kuwapigia kelele kwa nyumba.
That is nini? Yani it's a mess.
So ukaendelea.
Nikaendelea. Then see I've gotten older, finally nikaona this is too much now. Nikatoka.
When is this you are saying this is too much to
this
be at home?
Wacha sasa
niende kabisa.
That's where now you start.
When was that?
2009. Sindio, mid 2009 around there.
So 2007 uko university, by 2009 umechoka.
Siko. Then in 2009 ndio a very weird thing happened. Nilikuwa nakaa na rafiki yangu mwingine. Sindio? Until today, I don't know how my mom really found me. Sijui vile alinipata.
And according to you, you thought your friend is one who loved you more than your parents. That time.
Yes, because I've been kicked out at that time.
Na because anakuruhusu ufanye what you want.
Ananiruhusu nilale kwake na hao amenifukuza acha nikae na huyu.
Mama mzee ama kijana?
Alikuwa kijana tu, my age mate. So, I don't know how my mom found me. Sindio? Akanitrack akaniuliza, so unakaanga hapi? Nikamwambia hebu kuja uone.
Love of a parent.
Yeah, akakama akaona. Akaambia sasa, okay, have you eaten? Okay, here shopping, you know. Hapa itabidi ukae kidogo as I talk to your dad.
Hapa mahali huko tu. Imagine mama anakutafuta hata anakushopia ukiwa wherever.
I'm telling you, see, nakuanga na some even that's another story. I get a bit
Yeah, tutaongea tena.
Unasikianga nini. So, tukiwa hapo, si ameongea. So,
na yeye aongei mbaya hata.
She's at least happy. She's happy ananivuta, at least meona. Yeah. So sasa ndio nafikiria no wonder hata kwa anatetesha because I could easily have died, you know. Can easily die out there. So what happened next? From there is
patience of our parents.
Another time around that time nikahama nikaenda kwa rafiki mwingine. You know? That's when she came with my aunt.
Amejua tena mali ile nyingine umeenda.
Lakini wanajua ni dadangu alimwambia. So akakuja yeye, my aunt, and a cop, a police guy. So from there, one thing led to another, ndio nikajipata rehab.
Oh, yeah? That is 209 ama 2?
Yes, 209 towards the end.
Hiyo ulitoka kwa sababu sasa uko peke yako, umefanya yale yote unatakanga, umeisha.
Yeah, but get this now. I was not ready to change at that point. Mi bado nilikuwa
because huko unaona una change nini?
Sioni niko na
makosa gani?
Sioni kabisa. So akakam nikalazimishwa niende. From there I sat there nikaangalia, I listened to people, I stayed.
Hiyo rehab ulipelekwa na polisi?
Wazazi?
Hiyo rehab lakini labda cop alikuja ndiye akusikia.
Ndio maybe nisilete kelele or something, I don't know. So from there is
which rehab was that?
I can say.
Why? You can say it. You can say,
no,
yeah.
It was what? It was a religious
rehab, okay.
Catholic.
Yeah.
By there I can say it without even mentioning. It was a Catholic facility somewhere in Karen.
Yeah.
You know, they've got branches in Karen, in Homa Bay, so someone will figure it out.
Yeah.
Now, when I was there, ndio kusikiza watu, you know, learning to stories and whatnot is when I figured out, okay, here maybe iko kitu. Iko shida. Na hii shida, lakini yangu haijafika yeye mtu mwingine. Me am at least.
Kumbe unaona hawa wengine ndani, unaona hawa wametupa mbao.
Yeah, because me I'm the one who's listening to someone. You did what? So I'm there, and me naona hao watu enyewe they want to help. Sindio? They are there. But me, I don't want to be helped. See, I've told you, me
so unaona. Mzazi amejaribu amekupeleka. The Catholic, they have come up with a rehab. So it is not necessarily the rehab that helps somebody. Ni mtu mwenyewe akuwe ready to be helped.
For sure.
So here you are. What exactly happens at the rehab? When you go there, and at least at drinking, now you can't drink. What happens?
No.
Go to the rehab.
It depends.
Your first day, what happens?
Oh, your first day, the introductions. It's like going to school. You know, there's introductions, you're told this. Then depending on how severe your alcoholism was, like you come uko na shakes, na matetema, some put you through detox. That means unapewa, there's some drips. I don't know what is in them, but to slowly ndio uache hizo tetema, hizo shakes. You know, because I know it reaches a point for someone, if you don't drink, you can easily die.
Yeah, you can. So it has to be gradual.
Yeah, that's why there is what was this called? Chiromolin. There is actually centers that put you through detox.
Okay, let's finish with when you're there. So there are those who are given the detox, and there are those like you. Where huko umefika hiyo?
Mimi sikuwa nimefika. Even that then.
So what treatment did you get there yourself? Let's talk about
Is counseling a treatment?
Yeah, it is treatment. It is counseling.
Because I had a one-on-one.
It is not a treatment. It is counseling.
I had a one-on-one counselor. You've got group sessions. You have time alone. You know, the diet.
What are they talking about?
They're just talking about. It's a 12-step program.
Yeah.
So it's about how realizing that you actually have a problem, and that problem is caused by alcohol.
Yeah.
And the way you have to do this alcohol of yours has done ABCD damage to yourself, to your family, to your finances, and how to take it all back step by step. You have to apologize, you have to realize, you have to make amends.
Yeah.
And there's a lot. That's 12 steps.
Now, in this wanting you to accept you have a problem, how soon or how did they expect you to see it. Already you, let's say you are
Yeah,
a sick. I kind of say you are a sick because that's why you are taken there. So how do they make sure that wewe may understand the problem, now you accept, na kama mkua timed, it is how many weeks?
What? 3 months is how long? Yeah,
3 months.
90
so
days.
in 3 months, how do they come to realization that you, me, him, we are the same? Now to realize at the same time, and the session will have finished by the end of 3 months. How?
That is now where my opinion comes in.
Yeah.
I am of the opinion that putting someone on such a program, it can be 3 months. It can be 6 months. It can be 1 year. Whatever it is. Somebody somewhere, the people in charge, has to realize that addiction ni kama ugonjwa. You know? It is a disease.
Sickness.
And to recover from it takes a different time schedule for each and every person.
It's like grieving process.
Grieving. Each and every person takes a longer or shorter time than the other person, you know. So me, I felt now.
Okay, before we go to that, so how long you were 3 months there?
Yeah,
then you went home.
I went home.
And what happened next?
Everything. Amends have been done. Shangwe na vigelegele. I'm back to school. 2 weeks later, I'm back to drinking.
Ulirudi university? Na fisi ikalipwa tena?
Ikalipwa. Let's go back. The past is forgotten.
Na ukasema ndio?
But in your heart, 1 semester.
But in your heart, were you feeling like kuna kumekuwa na change? Uliona kama
I knew in my heart hapa hakuna kuba. It's just
ulienda tu.
Ni kunyamazisha tu because there was nikelele wananipigia. I was that kichwa ngumu.
Wow. So not kichwa ngumu, that's how things were because actually you are not you. So after 2 weeks umerudi tena.
Hivyo now the problem with relapse.
That which year was that? 2010.
That's now 2010. Yeah. Now relapse, you go. It's like you're going for your masters.
So you've been kept away out of alcohol for 3 months. Sasa umekuja kama ile sheitani ikiingia inatokanga ikiwa 7.
Zinarudi zikiwa 7. Now I want, now I know, now I've been missed by my drinking buddies. So now all of a sudden,
hata wanakununulia.
Now I don't even need to have money. I just need to turn up. Wewe ukifika tu unaambia where have you been? And nimekuwa around, I was up country.
Hata usemi mahali ulienda.
Usisema. You have to be
usionekana kama weakling.
Usikae kama weakling.
You want to prove I'm strong.
This is my friend from a very long time. Pewa mbili. Nini, then you look at this other one, you tell him, and today I'm broke. Hiyo tu, shika hii kwanza.
Na si ya chakula ni ya pombe.
Ni ngumu sana.
Chakula hata huko.
Mlevi hawezi kununulia chakula.
And by the way, I didn't even ask you, this time were you even eating?
Yeah, I was on a staple diet of ugali ya 10 bob, mutura ya 20 bob, and a soup for 10 bob.
Lakini pombe unaweza kunywa pesa mingi.
Ya ngiri, It's weird. You're just...
And which pombe is this were you drinking?
Each and everything. Now, drinking, you start here, you don't go up, you go down. Like, nikianza, I really liked, I liked this whiskey. It was I think 700. Sindio? By the time I quit, I was drinking changa ya 20 bob.
Changa yenyewe? Ile changa.
What you are thinking in your head.
Ile amadhare huko ndani.
Hiyo.
Haya, let's go on. So ukarundi kwa marafiki zako.
Yes.
That is 2010. Then what next?
So I drink again. I think I drank there again for now 1 year. Ikakuwa too much. Now the second time.
And remember, you are not working.
I'm not working.
So who else was giving you money besides your parents? Because your parents were.
I've become
a businessman.
Yeah, businessman.
Ama conman.
Businessman ni kuharibia businessman jina. Nimekuwa tu nini? Nimekuwa tu ka conman tu, ka hustler. Just somebody.
That's okay.
Yeah, you meet someone, I meet you, I tell you, do you have a 200? Wewe utanipea.
Auntie nataka kukula.
Napata mwingine uko na ka nini?
Unakimbia vya 20 bob.
Hivi.
Oh, that's how now pombe inatoka from ile ya class
you can't afford it.
Ya bei ghali.
Yeah, juu ufanyi kazi. Do itatoka wapi ukipata so mbili and you want to get drunk, what will you do? Na utaki kukula, na una home ya kwenda, ulifukuzwa.
Sasa hivi unalala wapi mara ya pili?
Kwa watu, nakaa kwa huyu siku moja, pili, tatu, nikianza kunotice amechoka na mimi, naenda kwa huyu, by the time ni wazunguke wote huyu wa kwanza amesahau. Narudi huko.
Lakini kwa nyumbani hujaenda?
Nyumbani because of first there was a lot of shame.
Yeah.
Hiyo story ya fizi kaisha hapo. That ended that.
Sasa
you know, so I remember I went back home.
Finally ulienda.
Niligongwa na wezi properly.
Wezi?
Yeah. Niwezi, walevi tu, you know, it comes with a lot of there's a Kaden huku downtown. They always say
downtown ya Nairobi.
It's police, thugs and prostitutes. And watu hawajui hata pahali wako. That's now where I was meaning. Those are the people now I was hanging around. And then,
hiyo area ulisetro.
And then you know misery loves company.
Yeah.
Nyi wote hamna future.
Yeah.
So let us stick together na tuchukie watu wakona.
So iko prostitutes, iko thugs
and
na police. Police hata inaguanga rafiki ya hii watu sometimes.
Ni majambazi, they trade information.
Wanatoa huku kwa majambazi.
Niambie ati nini next week kutaenda wapi? You are there pap.
Kwa hivyo ulizangwi.
Sijui kama ulizwa ama nini. No, in the middle of all those people is where now you find confused people like me. Hapo ndio huko.
Yani hapo ndio umejitoa from Kilimani mpaka huko.
Exactly. So I go back home. This was I think late 2011 early 2012.
Yeah.
I went on my knees.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I need a rehab.
When do you suggest this time?
Mimi. Oh, I want to do this. I've had enough. Again, my mom. Nikaenda kwa.
Oh yeah. Mamas.
Sawa. What will we do? I ended up Limuru.
Akakupeleka tena rehab.
That one mzee akaambiwa akasema if you have decided, you know. And then I really love my dad. He had researched, akasema addiction first is a disease. He understood it. So akasema kama if this is the path we are going, tuende pamoja as a family. So we did it. I did the, again, 90
You're so lucky you and all the support.
Then again, I did the 90-day program. So after that one...
But still back in your mind, unajua the 90-day program?
No, the second time, nilikuwa nimeanza kulegea. I had started seeing, I don't want this.
This life.
Yeah, I had started going. Now, what was disturbing me is this step for amends. I feel like nimechoma the things I have done. I look at them, I'm like, hata kama huyu mtu anasema amenisamehea.
Your dad.
Amenisamehea kweli. You know? Naona hapana.
Unaona umemkosea zaidi.
Niko guilty. And then pia hao, you know, as much as umesamea mtu, unamshuku. You know? You're like, ati you're going where? Oh, guy, I just hope haendi kukunywa tena. I'll be back. You know, there's that, there's some sort of friction.
Mnaogopana.
Yeah. So that was the third time nikamaliza hiyo. I nilienda shule also. I went back. I did another diploma at Zetek.
Sasa umetoka rehab na university hiyo imekaa kando.
Yes.
Ukasema unataka kwenda
hiyo Zetek.
Kufanya nini?
PR na marketing. Because kuna
unakuanga na hiyo mdomo.
So nikaenda.
Na wewe ndio ulichoose?
Because niliuliza, so what do you want to do?
Yeah. Tuseme utaki university, nini unataka?
What do you want? So nikasema nimepata hii course, we do that. Now again, bad choices. Ilianza vizuri, I'm getting on my feet, trust is coming back, kila kitu inaenda vizuri. Nikaanza kuona sasa, now I am normal. Sindio? And in my head, normal people, sindio, they go and compare notes. I don't know if you get me.
I hear you. Yeah.
You have to go and compare
notes.
And when you're comparing notes, I have to show you my biro is better than yours. If you can drink 2 and go home, Me, I think I can drink 3 and go home.
Because nimetoka kwa kubi.
Are you you know, I'm studying.
Yeah.
I remember my mom had just gotten a business town. Sasa mimi ndio natembea ugedhani ni yangu. Do you know, me I work CBD. Hata naketi, you know?
Yeah.
Naketi hivi. You know, and then I felt like I have again, I have chores, I'm doing something, so life is becoming good.
Yeah.
So hata mimi saa hiyo ni siri yangu. My addiction was my secret.
Yes.
So now I start again. This Kapombe starts telling me, Ebu come, we've not spent enough time together. I think we need alone time.
Ogwa mumeachana kabisa. Tena. Na saa hizi tagi umemaliza?
Hiyo
ama ukaji hapo?
Hiyo nilimaliza. But it was a short nini, haikuwa refu. I think if it was longer sikemaliza.
Actually at least ilikukeep busy.
At least, yeah. Then around that time,
which year was that?
2012. No, 2011. Towards the end, around that. Then I remember my dad got sick. He got very sick. So I moved back home to Kaka. I don't like talking about that period.
So Moine, here you are, you go downtown, your dad gets sick, then you decide to go home.
Yeah.
And you've been talking about home. Which home is this? Was your home in Meru? You are Meru, eh?
Yes.
So was your home in Meru, Kitengela, ama wapi?
Tulikuwa naka Mamlaka.
All along you are talking about home.
It's a place called Mamlaka.
Where is Mamlaka?
It's off State House Road.
Kilimani area.
Yes, Kilimani area.
Okay.
Opposite
That's
IMC.
where you were born and raised.
Yes.
And
Everything.
that is home for you.
That was home.
So when you are living and going to Madhareswi downtown, you
Yeah,
are living your home in Kilimani.
Yes.
Where you have both mom and dad.
Yes.
Not that you are not raised even by a single parent. You and all the
I
love that
I know where you are going. Let me say.
So
I said early, it was a very comfortable upbringing.
Okay, there you go now. You've gone home now.
Yes,
your
so
dad
I went,
he
was a bit unwell. At that point, you know, when someone is sick now, there is nothing you can do. You pause. So that period, I went back home. I don't feel very comfortable about talking that period of my life, but everything was okay. He passed January 2013.
Your dad passed
yes,
on? Okay.
Yes, I repeat. Then from there, the normal adjustments. Now it's my mom, my sis, and I. We moved. We moved to another house, and yani maisha tu ika change. But there was a lot of adjusting. Yeah. Right. Then.
You are still drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still drinking, but I can say that period nimeificha. It has become around that time is when I truly believe nilikubali I'm addicted.
Wow.
Nilikubali I am addicted because now I would sit. I feel I genuinely need alcohol in my system. Sindio? It's not because ati nimekasirika. It's not because I'm happy, I have something to celebrate. It's not because I am stressed. Easy excuses zote unasikianga.
It was not socialized.
No. No. Kwanza, I remember I used to tell people, I don't know what you are doing in a bar for more than 1 hour. Me, I need 20 minutes to 30 minutes. I go, I drink what I am, I wait. Ikigonga kichwa, I go. You know, so that is when I know.
What were you like feeling like?
I feel, ushaisikia, craving. Can I say it's a craving? Yeah. You feel like you really want.
Kama kiuhia ya maji.
Ya maji. Okisi maji, ushaisikia tu.
You want. If you have the urge for maji, you must drink water.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you put it that way, that's the one unasikia. This one, I need it now and I need it now. Wow. So I would walk far. Ukikunywa unasikia uko poa. Then I started now carrying it with me. Nikiangalia niko na watu, water bottles are very handy. Half the time I was high. So this is around, I think, around May. May 2013. Dad has passed, you know. So we moved Mombasa Road. No, it was a nice place. Very nice place. So tukakaa hapo, I remember tulika.
You moved from the university house?
Yes, from the university house. Tukaenda hapo, so we are living, my mom, my sister and I. So hapo, things are okay. Unajua, again I asked my mom if she'll employ me, if she'll give me a job. Akanihurumia, akanipea kibarua. So we were okay. So again things started going a bit better. Sindio?
Huko ni kwa kazi yako, kwa business yake
amekupea kazi. Ndio. So hapo tunakaa. Alafu nikaanza kuona kuna nini, mi sieleweki boma. We are 3 people. Sindio? But mi sioni kama niko...
You are part of it.
These people...
Una feel you are alone.
Siko, watu aniele. They are not getting me. Sindio? I'm telling them, yes, I know I've messed. You know? This is another life now. I really feel I want to change and I want to do A, B, C, D. Kuna vitu mob. Sana naanza kuambiwa, ebu wait, let us observe you. Kaa home sijui 2 weeks nione. Kama hujakunywa, then now we can talk. Unakaa 2 weeks, alafu unaambia, okay, come here. Then you do this, then you do that, you know. At that time, you know, now I'm in my mid-20s. You know, I'm 26, 27. I don't think a 27-year-old person trying to get out of addiction, who has no idea how they're going to do it, should be sitting, sindio, waiting for 2 weeks being observed. Because I can tell you, it happened to me, and it probably happens to so many people if they want to say the truth. Sindio, you will loiter.
So you are waiting to be observed.
Yes.
Are you just staying at home?
Yes,
or
I'm staying at home.
But you have been
and I'm very okay.
But you are working with your mom at her business.
Sometimes. But now you see, you go, nalipwa.
Ukaona huko hapo.
You see, I go, I'm paid. I think it was weekly. Unalipwa per week. At the end of the week, you get your money. Right? That money, I'll drink it. See, no. On Monday, I don't have a single cent. You think even her, she'll employ me? She won't employ me.
Mara umechelewa kazi.
Tena umechelewa, hutafanya kazi, then unaenda kuongea na watu na unakaa tu mlevi. It's not presentable.
Yeah.
So now I say, okay, I am sorry. What do we do? Okay, wait for 2 weeks. Sindio? From her point of view, right? And get me clearly, from her point of view, that is all she could do.
It's true.
For sure. What I'm going to do, kama pesa ndio inaenda inanunua hii pombe, sitaitoa. Heri huyu mtoto akae kwa hii nyumba akule.
At least hata ukule.
At least. From her point of
view.
From my point of view again, sindio, it's an entirely wrong thing to do because now I'm idle. How many movies can you watch? Surely, before you get out of something to do. If I'm going to sleep, how many hours am I going to sleep?
So that time you are saying you are like, let me observe you for 2 weeks. And already she gave you a job.
Yes.
So what is it that you wanted to be given now? Do you arrive to let me observe you for 2 weeks? What is it that you wanted?
Money.
For what?
To drink.
But you working hata utaki?
No, I want a job. Right?
Oh, ukifalisa 1 week unapewa.
Nataka ido, alafu nataka niende nipimane na wenzangu. You know, now it's become, I've reached there.
I can understand your mom now.
Yeah.
So she thinks giving you money is what is even spoiling
What's it called? It's funding. You're funding a habit.
Bad habit.
Yeah, you're enabling. Are you getting me? You're enabling. You're making it possible.
Yeah.
You get? So from there, definitely what will come? Friction. So from there again is, I think she had to travel. And by there until now, we have never sorted that story. One of these days I should ask her. So I was told, this is funny. I was told, you need to see someone. Are you willing to see someone?
You now?
Yes, me, to talk to someone. You know you have a drinking problem. I was like, hallelujah, yes.
Already you knew you
me,
have.
I know I have a problem. Lakini nimeshindwa vile nitajitoa. Even me sijielewi. To say the truth, I'm hot and cold so frequent, even me, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, genuinely, I can tell you in my heart.
All you want is to drink and drink.
I can tell you in my heart, I don't like drinking, but I feel I need to. You know?
Yeah.
Then I know I'm hurting everyone, but I don't know how to stop.
How to avoid it.
I don't know how to stop. I don't know whether it makes sense.
It does.
Uko tu, you know, unataka kuacha, utakunywa, hizo vitu mbili, they don't go together.
Yeah.
You know, so she tells me, would you like to see someone? I was like, yes, but he has got appointments on Wednesdays. So I was like, yeah, sawa. Anakuanga clinic, ni Wednesday. Sawa, we go. Sindo?
Mukaenda.
Tukaenda. Long story short, vile niliingia hivi, I left 90 days later.
Hiyo ikakuwa another rehab. Rehab?
Yes, they have a wing. They have a wing for rehab.
Ile tunasemanga ni waenda wazimu.
Hiyo, but there is a specific wing kabisa
For addiction.
For addiction. You know, for addiction. It's pretty good.
See, I didn't even know.
Now you know.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's one there, there's one in Coast, and there's another in Eldoret.
That's a government one.
It's government completely.
Okay.
You even wear uniforms. You know? So when you're there, well, that was another environment. That was a totally, I thought I knew it.
You know nothing now.
I met, now, I told you the first time you leave, when you go back to drinking, you, now umerudi kukunywa ukiwa na masters.
Yeah.
Now after there, I felt I had a PhD.
Now
I know. No, you know, you meet such a mixture of people, because the things I learned were just out of this world. First of all, I learned it's not a must I drink. I can just pop a kapil. It's easier.
Kulewa.
Stress, Sasa naweza lewa kama nimevaa suti.
Umelani huko ndani?
Sasa, you know, hii place, ukiingia setups kama hizo, it's me, I'm bringing my story, my history ya kukunywa.
Yeah.
Wewe unakuja na
kwa hivyo mna discuss?
Yes, what are we going to talk about? Wewe umekunywa how long? Mimi nimekunywa 4 years. Na wewe 10 years. Wewe ulikunywa nini? Mimi nilikunywa hii. Wewe ulikuwa unakunywa wapi? Mimi nilikuwa nakunywa hapa. Unajua so and so. You've become friends. Where?
Kwa rehab.
What is bringing you together?
Kunywa pombe.
How long will you talk about alcohol?
Kulewa.
How long will you talk about alcohol before you feel like drinking?
Because mnaongea about it.
Every time. Why? Utakunywa. If we talk about food, what's your favorite dish?
Okay, let's go back
get hungry.
Kidogo. Now your mama tells you need to go and see somebody.
Right.
Ukasema yes. So you are telling us the life inside there. When you went there, your mom prepared you that you are going to be left there? Did you go sit down and agree with the doctor or something? What happened?
No. That one, I don't know. I think it was not in my control. So that's what I was telling you until today. That particular episode, I would really like to know what happened, because now we are past that.
Oh, so they are discussed.
Mimi nilifika tu hapo, sindano, I woke up in a ward.
Wow.
So I remember I asked someone, where am I? Sindio, nikaambiwa toe Kiingereza hapa. I didn't talk again.
Nani na daktari ama na wenzako?
No, si wenzangu, there was a nurse.
Wow.
There was a nurse there, bare, pow! Sindio, so I was like, ni nini, nikanyamaza.
Wacha kizungu hapa.
Wacha kizungu hapa, nikaenda huko kwa during the, sasa afternoon ndio naanza kuangalia hao watu. Na niambia, wewe kuja saa ngapi? And then they look, yani si kuzuri, unaanza kuambiwa sijui this is how we stay here, these are the rules, don't do this, don't go there, huyu ni mbaya, huyu ni mzuri. So I was like, am I in jail?
Kwa sababu anaweza hata kuua mtu.
Yeah, I was like, am I in jail? What is this place? So nikatulia. That place ilipita tu, I conformed, you know, unatii, because I was afraid. Then there was a lot of
So when you are going with your mom, did she let you know that why did she say you needed to see somebody? Did she say that, yeah?
I think in retrospect, it's because ugeniambia hivyo, if you would have told me in the house, I wouldn't have agreed.
But your mom thought because of addiction?
Yes, definitely. And I told you I wanted a solution.
Or maybe
I wanted
you
a
know,
solution.
you can go there even having hurt other people or beaten somebody. Those are the reasons why you were taken. For in your case, you were just told, she knew it's about addiction.
Yeah. And then there was also, man, it was terrible. It was a very painful time. So nikajipata hapo, back again to what I was telling you, I felt there was no one there is interested, no one there is invested in your well-being. It's a job, it's a 9 to 5. Come, count, go. You're supposed to talk as a group, go. You're supposed to read this, go. You know, no one is invested.
No, that really attention.
There's no that, you know, sometimes.
Like you're interested in someone healing.
Sindo mtu sema ati it's being soft, ati I'm not man enough or something, but trust me, every human being wants to be listened to. You want to feel somebody anakujali, anakusikiza, your opinion matters. Sindo? And that was not there.
So how was your day like when you were there?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there was games in the afternoon. Lights out is at 9. There is food. Food, there is no problem.
What time do you wake up?
Wake up, I think, what, 7? It was 7.
Were you woken up or you woke up at your own
No, you wake
time?
up yourself. You're woken up. You know, there is order. There is someone in
like
charge.
school.
Yeah, there's a chairman, there's a secretary.
How to?
How to? You talk, there's group sessions, there is one-on-one, you have a counselor. It was very interesting. Sindio? Now, you remember I told you, by this time, out of the second one, nilikuwa naelewa kukunywa vizuri.
Yes.
Now, this one, I got a PhD.
In drinking?
Now, not drinking, addiction. Now I know how to stay high without even my neighbor knowing I'm high.
Wow.
You know, like the way we are seated here.
Yes.
Kumbe, I don't really need to drink alcohol if that's what I'm chasing.
Yes.
Kuna kapil tu neza me.
Wow.
You know, I'm okay. But now me, I'm in another world. The only way you can know is probably from what I'm talking. I'll just start talking nonsense.
So you're okay? Talking about a pill that will make you more high very fast.
Yeah, at the time.
And this is a government institution that you are going to heal. You're going there for healing.
Well, yeah, you go to heal, but again, I told you.
But I'm saying the intention or the purpose.
The intention is you get better.
Yes.
Now, I noticed, I kept on telling you, and I remember I always tell, if someone will listen to me well, when it comes to addiction and mental health, I would prefer, if there's a way, even government or whoever may be, if they can always employ someone that is vested.
Why do you say that?
Vested in the sense of, I say that because you're dealing with someone's emotions.
Okay, now, let's stick to this institution.
Right.
And now, while you're in this institution, and it is kind of rehab.
Yeah.
What is it? What was happening there? You becoming you have a PhD. What's really going on there now?
I've understood what
is that you're having a classroom?
No, you know.
You're having lecturers or?
I know. I've got a word. This is what happens. The program, beautiful. You have time alone. You have time to talk to somebody. You have group therapy. You know, just talk and try to help each other. Right? But after hours, when you are alone, it's a blind person leading another blind person. You know? We are all, we are lost. So when you're all lost, all we want to do is, where are we going to get high? So you sneak out, someone sneaks in, there's someone selling. You never really lack. Are you getting me? We are being naughty. You're going against the rules. Rules have been set.
So when you say, like you are lost, you are left on your own, does it mean that when you're there, the counseling is done by each?
It's done. It's done.
By
I want to be very careful with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When somebody is coming to do their job, right, they will do it, but it will not have any impact unless they love what they do. Are you getting my point?
Are you trying to tell me
there's something
that's
I'm saying,
an experience?
Yeah, I experienced it firsthand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I would not. I carried so many people. You've come to work so that you get your paycheck at the end of the month. Are you understanding me?
Are you talking about the workers in these institutions?
Yes.
How do they carry their work?
We are sheep. We're being herded around. Go sleep. You know, wake up. Come here. What are you doing there? You're not supposed to be here. And then you want to tell me, you want me to go back to society to be a productive member. I don't think that's going on.
So do you think this is happening because these people do not have the know-how or because they don't care?
Because they don't care, clearly. That is why I keep on saying.
So they are trained people?
Trained completely, with papers and all.
Yeah.
But you do not love what you do. You are not invested in your work, especially something as sensitive as dealing with another human being.
So what would that be? What was your expectation from such people?
To be heard, to be listened to. You know, I want to get into a space of I'm vulnerable, and I have decided to open up. When someone opens up, they are weak. Nimekwambia siri zangu zote. I've told you I've stolen. You know, I've done this.
No,
I've
in this
told
case,
you,
let's talk about now the addiction.
Yeah, it's making amends.
You're
It's
already
part of the
addicted.
process.
You are taken
You
to an
want to get out.
institution. So is everyone on the same level?
Yeah.
So
It's
all
only
of you, your addiction is same?
Only location. Only location. But alcohol has brought us down to rock bottom.
So it was the same?
Yeah,
Everyone who
forever.
was there, you were in the same level?
Yeah, we are there. There is no one who is
So
above
the
everyone.
people who are counseling you, they are the ones who are not taking their work seriously?
Exactly.
So what did you expect? What was your expectation from these people? Ulienda pale ukifeel like, if I ain't gotten this, I would have been okay.
Especially with amends, very seriously. Especially with reconciliation, getting into the family. Because I expect if I am in an institution for 90 days and I genuinely want to change.
Yeah.
And I genuinely, being the key word, want to change.
Yes.
That means I have trusted my life to you.
Entrusted.
I have entrusted my life to you to help me.
Yeah.
You understand me? Now, when you do not listen, and then it is like you're supposed to give me pills, Nihoma, take 3 times 1, you'll get better. It's clearing and forwarding. I go back to the family with no change.
So what were you expecting?
Change.
What change?
Help. I expected.
What kind of, no, like what kind of treatment you would say if they treated me this way, I would have felt they cared?
At one point, I expected someone to try even call my mom and make us meet and have a one-to-one, and so that I apologize. I expected someone to talk to her, right?
To you, that is counseling.
Yeah, that's counseling.
It's not keeping you there and then sending you again.
And for her to understand what's going on. Let us face each other. You know, let me apologize. I'm sorry, I did this.
Or let them apologize too. Yeah, either way.
Or even them. You know, there's a lot of give and take.
Yes.
You know, let's talk out with someone there mediating.
Yes.
And then from there, let's plan the way forward. You know, seriously forward. I mean, like, okay, I'm going to live over here. When you live here, what are you going to do? Okay, if it's a parent or a care or the provider, I can do this, I can do that. And me, I say on my part, because I cannot do this, I can do A, B, or C. And then now from there, you live together. You will find both of us will thank you because you have brought us together. Okay. You know, like that particular, if I'm going to say this, let me just say, that particular episode, right?
Yeah.
I remember very well my mom traveled. I saw her before and after I left.
So you saw her?
So where? And after that, I've left my family. She has left, she has traveled.
And here you are with strangers.
Here I am with strangers. I'm going to be there for 90 days. Sindio? Yeah. After 90 days, they expect me to have changed, and then you take me to be a productive member of society. Her, she has come back from her travels. We meet again.
To go home now.
To go home. Now we are at home. What have we solved? Me, I want to get better. She does not believe I've gotten better. I have a plan. She does not know my plan. Yeah? I want to go look for a job. I ask her, can you give me bus fare? Do you honestly think she'll give me bus fare based on how I was? No.
So in this institution, how are the conditions like? Do you have like places to sleep? This government institution, did you have enough food? Do you have enough doctors?
Yes.
Do you have enough medication? Of course, medication is there, you're just given. But how about the living conditions?
They were fine. I can't complain from where I was. It's can I criticize the government? Government is government. It's fine. You will survive.
We are not criticizing anything.
No,
you are saying what you saw.
You will survive.
Because you are advising somebody else who is out there.
It's not home, definitely. It's not, you won't have a pillow. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
You won't eat with, you won't have, you don't choose what you eat. It's chosen for you, you know? You will have duty. It's not home. It's not comfort. Hauko nyumbani, you know? But again, on the other end, you won't die.
So the only thing it has cut you off from your daily drinkings. But now there's something you mentioned about you can even get high without pombe itself. Is it a drug?
It's a pill.
It's a pill you can take.
I think they are there.
How
And
did
I
you?
saw-
How
I
did you
saw-
get those pills?
Through, how did we get them?
Yeah.
We got them from around. I think I've answered you. Don't ask again. You can get them from around where I was.
Within the institution.
I'm not going to say within the institution, from around.
Were you buying or you were being just given?
It's business. It's give and take. You'll give something so that you get something. I think I've answered you. You're being serious.
Okay, now you are done with
Yeah,
the
so now
institution. Then
I'm
what
done.
next?
That period of my life, honestly, was just a waste of time. There is nothing.
The 90 days.
Yeah,
So now you're back home.
Now I'm back home. I was very grateful to be home. Mom came back. I remember my sis used to come visit me every week, so we were okay.
Yeah.
We moved back home. We try what's going to happen. She tells me, can you work? You can work at my place. I was like, hey, thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.
So you work, you start working. Then again, the cycle started. No, I remember. Now the cycle starts of, I want to get on my feet. You know, I want
After
to be, now I want to be independent. You know, it's where I was telling you that.
You feeling yourself
now I feel
I'm good. I want to change.
Yeah, I want to change.
Yeah.
I really want to get on my feet. I'm done. So I tried. And yeah, I tried. And in retrospect, I remember, you remember when I've just told you, you've come from a place, I don't expect you to, I cannot blame my mom for thinking I've not changed because she doesn't know. She has not seen. She has no idea what I've been through.
True.
To her, me
change it is you know.
Me ni ule. So if I tell her I've changed, she'll be like, yeah, you've changed. How do I know I've changed? How can I give you money, Cindy, and risk you going getting high again? Are you saying she's fine?
It makes sense.
It makes a perfect sense.
Yes.
And then now from my end, I'm feeling strained, I'm constrained. I'm like, you don't understand, I really want to do something.
I'm a grown man, and I know I can make good decisions now.
I can do it.
And I'm making one of stopping to drink.
Yeah, then she tells me, I know, but I don't trust you. Can we wait? I see. Are you seeing where friction will
Did that
come?
bother you?
Yes, a lot. And the more it bothers me, it bothers her because she wants what's good for me. And it's also frustrating in the sense of she tells me, you do what I want, let's do this slowly. I'm like, no, your way is too slow. I want to go. Then, pop. No one there benefits.
Okay, so it continued like that.
So I
for how
remember
long?
from there I moved.
Out?
Yeah, I moved out.
Out of home?
Out
now.
of home, but I moved now to her shamba. To still within her property, but I moved there. I decided, you know what? Let me now just go to Nini. Try to do things on my own. She gave me permission, go to my shamba, see what you can do. You know, Godspeed. You know, I went. I was very happy and comfortable for about a week.
Whatever comfortable is.
Yeah.
Did you have food there?
Yeah, food is there. You plant
What
it.
were you
if
doing?
you don't plant that food, you're
But
not
how can
going to
you
eat.
plant the food in a week?
I don't
You have not even given you a month.
I remember
is
there
a
was a
week.
pastor who gave me 1,000 bob and told me, sasa umekuwa mwanaume, umeenda kujitegemea with a K. A K. Then I was like, well, if this one gets finished, sitaweza kupata ingine. So I was smart about it. Then I go there, I found one guy who was working for my mom. Until today, we are very good friends. They told me, haya, umekuja. I was like, I don't want a lot of stories. Me, I just want to know, I want to survive. Nionyeshe. Kama ni kulima tumboga, wacha tulime. Yeah, I want to know. He showed me kulima, where to sell. I started going for mjengo work. Sindo? I didn't know, lakini
because you really wanted to stand on your own.
I just want to stand on my own. There was that independence I felt I really wanted. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we can discuss.
Independence is good.
We can discuss about it. So I went there. Then from there, I remember I get some money, right?
From where?
No, easy to nimeuza mboga kadhaa. So someone tells me, see, we have 1 or 2.
On for the road.
Yeah, I was like, not bad. See, now I'm independent. See, now I feel
I can control.
I can control. 1 or 2 is not bad. It's not bad.
And now your mom is not there to
She's
control
not
you
there,
anyway.
So now I'm feeling,
free.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Moja si mbaya. Let me go. So I went. Then I wanted to buy a drink worth 600 shillings.
What?
This guy looked
ulikuwa
at me.
tajiri.
Nimeona nimefika.
600.
Can you see the things as I call it ujinga ya pombe.
Yeah.
I'm feeling yani
I'm glad you call it ujinga
now in retrospect. At the time tungekosana. So the guy tells me, unanunua hii mzinga. Yeah, uko na pesa ya kutupa. So I'm like, dude, ndio nakunywa. Hii ni pesa ya wiki. Ambia, what do you mean? Kuja nikuonyeshe. Then I again remember, I am generally a very curious person. I like experimenting, I like pushing things. So nikamwambia, ati nini? Kuja nikuonyeshe pale utakunywa hii pesa.
Ungekunywa mwezi moja.
I'm like, okay. Ebu we go. So we go. We enter a house. It's a compound. I'm like, pombe gani hii ya compound? We enter.
Oh, you are used to bars.
Yeah, I'm used to a bar. So we get there, and I'm given a glass. And then I'm called Mheshimiwa, umekuja. Mheshimiwa tena.
Kama uko na 600 lazima.
No, they didn't know, but I think kuna vile tu nakaa.
Hapana, hata kubeba 600 is mheshimiwa.
So naona tu someone has gotten up, niko kwa kiti. A sofa set.
Mheshimiwa ameingia.
A sofa set.
We.
Nikamwambia na huyu rafiki yangu pia mpe kitu. No, I'm not being told how much it is. Me, I've seen it like
unasema sasa wengine wapewe.
In my head, me, I know these are shots. You have not drunk. I don't know. But if someone has drunk, you know what I mean. I thought it's a shot. So in my head, I knew this is either 50 bob or something like that. And then given the place, I have a rough idea. So I said, yeah, even you have one. So we drink, we laugh. Then I'm looking around, I'm seeing, these people look bored. They don't have, I want a life. They don't have life. And we are drinking. Do they know me? I've been working. Yeah. I'm free. You know? Unakwanga na nini mzinga. Then ati hatuna mzinga.
Labda ni vivuyo.
Lakini tuko na kitu inaitwa jik. I'm like, sir, jik is when I ask this, ebu hold on. Hii ni nini? Hii ni changa.
Orende umekunywa?
Nishakunywa, nimekunywa kama 2-3.
Na umeenjoy?
Nimeenjoy. Wow. Ati ni nini? Changa. Kama imefika.
Iko sawa.
It is fine. Na hii jug ni ngapi? 250.
Only. Jug yote?
The whole thing.
Peke yako ama una share with your friend?
I'm sharing with everyone. Shikeni.
Wewe sasa ndio no wonder ulikuwa unaitwa mheshimiwa. Yeah, you can give.
Now shikeni gawa. Everyone is asking, wewe ni wanani? Wewe unatoka wapi? Nini? Then unaongea Kiingereza mingi. You know?
Alafu sasa hii nyumba hii ulienda, is it in the neighborhood?
Yeah. It's about what? 2-3 kilometers? Ni mtaa. You know, so I didn't even know it's there, and yet I've passed that road 1,000,001 times.
But from outside, does it look like it does such things?
Nope, you won't know.
So hiyo ni mahali hata watoto wengi wa neighbors wanaweza enda.
Utapita tu.
Na mkienda gate inafungwa.
Yeah. Utajua. Yani
na hakuna mtu hata anakuuliza kama wewe ni mtoto wa shule ama nini?
Hapana. Haitafika hapo. Hapo ni money is what is important. They want money.
So mumekunywa.
So tumekunywa, tukaenda hapo. Mimi nikarudi, nikaanza tu kulewa na kufanya kazi zangu huko. You know? Kumbe as I'm drinking now is when addiction hits you, the real one, what people now talk about. Now I'm not drinking because I want I'm not drinking because I want
fun.
It's not fun, it's a job, It's a job now, it's a job.
Ulichukua kama kazi.
Hii ni kazi serious.
Kibarua.
Hii ni kibarua. I wake up at 8 in the morning, I need to drink something.
Na ulionyesha na si mbali na nyumbani sasa.
Si mbali. Now hata siku ya kwanza ulipeleka, ya pili nilijipeleka, yet by 2 weeks I had naandikwa kwa kitabu. You know now umejua huyu ataleta tu. There is no pressure. Umekuwa member. You know you laugh. It's not easy.
Yani mpaka wanahakikisha umekuwa. Are those wale wanauza ni vijana wenzako ama ni wamama ama ni nani?
It depends on where you go. Some ni wamama, some ni vijana, but anytime mtu ananiulizanga like the way you're going to ask me exactly how is such a scenario, I tell you misery loves company. Misery loves company. If we are lost, we want to be lost all of us.
Unataka wengine wakuwe lost.
Wote. Wacha tuketi hapo watu 10. We complain how the world is terrible, how there are no jobs, how sijui tunachukiwa, how sijui niliambiwa hivi, wanitaki family. All of them.
Sasa nyinyi yote, you have a common something.
Yeah. Misery, we have problems. Nobody wants to see us. You smell, you just umekata weight. You look like you're about to meet.
Those are your kind of discussions.
Those are your friends, you know.
Ndio wanakuelewa.
Unaanza kwenda, sijui what you want to do. You want to, I even remember I started selling scrap metal.
Hapo hizo ideas ulipata huko.
Sisi wananiambia, so unaangalia kwa bomu unaona kuna misumari kilo.
Sasa ukaendelea, ukafika wapi?
I remember after a few years there, in 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, my mom moved. Sasa amekam.
Akakuja huko kwa shamba mahali ulienda.
Sasa imefika wakati anataka kujenga, anataka kuendelea kunini. Her bomb, she's at that phase of her life. She wants to build.
Yeah.
And ni kwake. Si kwangu, me I was.
Ulienda tu kujificha huko.
Nilikuwa naenda kujificha hapo. What do you think will happen? Akipata, first of all, I'm skinny.
And during this time, the time you separated with your mom, you stayed, it felt like how long?
I think the first time we did like a year without seeing each other, but then she started coming. There's some good stories in between. She'd come, she'd find out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I remember I had some rabbits, she'd promote me, she'd start coming weekly, she'd do shopping, you know. You're going well, there was encouragement.
Okay, now akahamia kwake.
Yeah, sasa amehama kwake, na mimi niko na masiri mingi hapo.
Ulikuwa umeanza kutengeneza yako?
Siwezi tengeneza. I tried, so it backfired. I got sick. But nimejaribu
kuunda yako, kutengeneza brewery yako.
Niliambiwa ni mix sukari, yeast na maji. It backfired.
You wanted now to be a producer?
Yeah, because I don't want to buy. See, I want yangu. Wow. You know, going in public is too much. So,
na wote mnakunywa na wao. Are they young people ama ni wazee?
There's a mixture. It's a mixture. Some are younger than me, some are old. It's just a mixture. It hits, some are women, some are men, some are educated, some are not educated, you know.
But pombe inaweka nyinyi same level.
There was even wazungus at one point.
What?
Yeah.
Wanakuja Kenya hata wao wanaingia club.
Hapo hata aende anakuambia hebu nipe sigara ama ninunulie hapa ya 20. You know, it's just a mixture.
Okay, so
so from there, si amekam. Tunaishi one compound.
Kwa gate moja.
Kwa gate moja.
Na ni kwake.
Na ni kwa sheria na masharti.
Lazima.
In my compound I don't tolerate drunkardness.
Yes.
Tuanze hapo.
I don't tolerate people coming late.
I don't tolerate. Second rule, if this gate, it will be closed at 10 and opened at 6 in the morning. Remember way back when I told you that rule is not very new to me?
Yeah.
Si mgeni sana. Nishaiambiwa kitu kama hiyo.
Yes.
Sasa naangalia where I'm drinking is far. Hii nyumba, this is no longer town.
Yeah.
Inakaa ushago. So it becomes bad. Sasa si yako hapo. Hata I used to say tunasumbuana. Now I say nilimsumbua.
That time uliona hata yeye anakusumbua.
That time sina kwambia I would argue. I meet someone talking about alcoholism or addiction for that matter, I start laughing because I understand exactly kitu unasema.
Yeah.
The whole world is against you. Wewe una makosa. Me at that point, if my mom amenifanyia, nini anitaki,
defense mechanism.
Ananichukia, I'm stressed, sijui nini. Yote tu nini. I just don't understand myself.
Yeah.
So, but that's the phase I was in.
Yes.
So, I had a few friends. There was a pastor. I made some friends, you know.
In the process.
Once in a while, saile na nimeona I might die. I go home, I apologize.
Ulijuaje you might die?
Njaa nimeibiwa viatu na katu I just look rough.
Yeah.
So narudi nasema sorry again. I'm telling you, love ya mzazi.
Yeah.
Come prodigal son. come, what are we going to do? Do this, take shopping, do this, rectify.
Na mama anasema karibu tu.
Come to. Are you I notice, acha nikwambie, if you ever talk to her, even me I could notice I'm getting on her nerves, eh?
Yeah.
Hii si ile love ya mara ya kwanza ya pili, sasa ameanza kuzoea. Sasa ana oya. Pe mtu kitu ya kukula. You know, you're becoming a bit too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one thing led to another. I met a very lovely, through her church in Kitengela. They talked about if I would like to go somewhere for 1 year. Now, before we reached that point, even then we had really talked. So I could tell, you remember that attention, that empathy I'm talking about. You could tell this person is really invested. This person cares about me.
Yes.
So let me open up, nimwambia. Akaniambia, no. Here you're going to meet like-minded people, mtashare stories.
That's your mom now?
No, the pastor.
Oh, the pastor.
But through my mom.
Through your mom.
You know, it tells me you'll get into an environment where you will talk.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to figure things out.
Na utakuwa wewe peke yako.
See authority.
Hakuna blaming.
No blaming. We are going to figure things out step by step until a solution is found.
Yes.
Sinkakubali. That's how I ended up at my 4th place.
4th institution.
Yes, that was in 2020. December 8th, 2020.
But this one was a religious one.
This one was a faith-based institution. Nakuru. It was just, I met Pastor Kabochi. You know, he came all the way to Kitengela. We had a conversation. It was very rough, but you could tell this is what I like. There is no, you're not, first of all, you're not going to be babied.
Yes.
Second of all,
he's telling you as it is.
As it is.
Yeah.
Second of all, you will come to realize this is a fight for your life. It's not for people. So if you want it,
through its engagement.
Yeah, through that engagement. And this place that you're going as an open door policy.
Yeah.
You are the primary person. If you don't want to be here, please leave. There's somebody else who wants to be here. You know?
Yeah, you are coming here so that to punish your mom is coming to punish you. It's not about your mother. It's not about it's you.
It's you.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember even asked me, see, no, see, Nyinyi, this is not a family affair.
Yeah.
We niaji.
Unataka ama utaki?
What have you been doing? Unaweza come to. Because they told me we'll talk after a week. After some time, wewe ndo ufikirie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll call me. Ukitaka, left. I was
yes.
like,
this is the first time umesikia kitu tofauti.
Sijaiongeleshwa hivyo.
Unamblamiangwa.
Nimezoea kupembelezwa. You know?
Wow. So even kupembeleza is a problem.
Yes, you'll be baby. If I knew utanipembeleza, si nitaenda niharibu alafu nirudi. Nikikwambia tu.
Wow.
Yeah?
I hope wasasi wanasikia pale.
Kababa daddy, you know? Hapo you know you can get along, you can get away with anything.
So that's for real.
It's
so wanafanyanga hata intentionally. Ndio to provoke, ndio ubembelezo.
Yes, unajua tu, I can go do what I want, then when I want to come back home nijifanye tu ninyenyekee. So you are back home. So hiyo ni solution gani? Ukule unone, the minute you're smart, you go back. And
you are saying because you did it.
I did it. Wow. See, we can have many
so sasa ile tunafikiri mtu ajui nini anafanya, they know.
Me uambia mtu that person, kwanza addiction is those are very smart people. Hata kuambia exactly what you want to hear.
So for example, hiyo ya kusema ati mtu you don't like to be babysitted. Ni nini unge expect ukiwa in such a situation? Tuseme unaongelesha mzazi out there, ungemwambia aje afanye mtu kama huyo nini? Definitely me kama mzazi za ile namuongelesha hivi, namuongelesha vizuri ndio nimulete nyumbani. How would you expect ndio mtu a feel si atikuwa spoiled, u feel someone cares?
There's tough love.
Yeah.
If there's a parent out there, I feel there's tough love. The first thing I would ask a parent to do, it sounds very cliche, but have a seat with maybe your child. If it's a husband or wife scenario, sit with your spouse. And then make it very, very clear. Your behavior is hurting me. I am done about it hurting you. It has started hurting me. You see? So majority, let's say in Kenya, let's talk about parent and your child.
And your children.
Right?
No, even spouse, yeah.
Tell your child, your behavior right now is starting to hurt me. You are of age, right? You are of age. And clearly state it. I love you, Cindy, I'm always there for you.
But
this and this and this is going to happen now, depending on your family dynamics.
Yeah.
And mostly, I know, mostly is money.
Yeah.
Mostly is money.
Yeah.
I am going to keep, because you need to eat, you need fare, you need your own life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I am going to give you X amount of money, either a day or a week. The way tu mnaongeanga. Should this money run out, don't expect me to bail you out, because I have bailed you out and enough is enough.
Yes.
Right? Do not expect me to pay your debts, because they are your debts. I have mine. Are you getting that tough love? And through all these statements, he's saying, I love you, I'm there. Immediately after such a conversation, most of the time, based on the way I've talked with my friends and just life in general,
yes,
most of the time, that person will mess up. That's just the reality. They will mess up. They will think it's a joke. Now, I can almost...
After these conditions.
After those conditions, most probably, they will mess up. Most probably, utapata ni deni. Sindio?
Ameenda akakula pesa ya watu.
Someone's money. There's someone's money anaitishwa. They have been arrested. Police, maybe drunk and disorderly. Kuna tu kesi tu. And you as a parent, you will know these cases because you've bailed them out, him or her out many times. That one point, don't. And if it's really, really serious, you can help, but from afar. What I mean is, take an example of, kama ni deni na ni marafiki, that one just say, I'm not going to pay. If it involves maybe police, you've been caught, you are at the cell, right? You can go to the cell. Don't see them. Just, hey, mi ni mzazi wa so and so, it's fine. I'll take care of it. I'll be back tomorrow.
Lakini sasa akitake care of it, si amekuspoil tena.
Lakini yeye ako wapi? You know, they thought you'll come immediately.
Oh, usiende immediately.
Have a cup of tea, relax kidogo. They are a guest of the state.
Si kulialia.
Don't panic, don't panic. Be strong kidogo.
Wow.
Just be a bit strong, but also remember at any given point, you are the parent, you are wiser. You know, depending on, again, the situation.
So how long would that go? But I'm sure, like in your case, I'm sure your parents did that. They gave you conditions. Walisema kama utafanya hii hatuko ndani. They did that. Then is that what made you change?
Yes. At that point, you know, nilikuwa najitegemea, man. I'm not welcome at the shop. Even at home, the gate is being closed.
Hata ulienda ukagonga mwaka peke yako.
Yeah, you know, yani unaona mtu maisha
wamejiondoa.
Maisha yake inaendelea. If you are, whether you are there or you are not, if you are there, well and good. If you are not there, it's no big deal. You know, so ukifika hapo, someone starts panicking.
So, seriously. Yeah. So that is the time you started panicking.
Yeah, you start saying, hey.
But the time mama alikuwa anakimbishana nawe, daddy anakimbishana nawe, ulikuwa unaona like a joke, ni kama panya na paka.
There's a better word, it's a right.
Wow.
It's a right. Do you know?
Please, yana go to school, ndalipa fees, pepo hivi, tukununulia hii, kuchukua hii nguo.
I am entitled. Ni haki yangu to be provided. Without realizing in my back pocket niko na ID.
Wow.
I'm not entitled.
Wow.
I am not entitled in whatsoever way. So that's what
So that is your message to the parents and anyone who is
there's a way, you just tough love, you know. Let someone actually find out that their choices will have consequences. And sometimes you've got only yourself and probably just God to help you.
Wanakuambia tantanjua.
Yeah, so those are threats.
So we don't buy that?
How many people will kill themselves out of 10? Maybe one. You know, you have to be really hardcore. How many people will kill themselves? Nini?
So they are trying to shake,
one of these days, look for my mom. I've told her so many times I'll kill myself until I go.
And maybe,
these are threats.
Did you mean it?
No, I didn't.
You wanted the attention.
So you've been told to go. You go.
Na anakuona nyumbani
tena. You go
tena.
sulk and you're a full grown man. You know?
Enda ujue.
Enda tu. You'll go, you walk around, you come back ukinuna. But I know there are some people who can actually do it.
Yeah.
So again,
Be watchful.
Depends. Watch
At
from
least
afar.
umeelewa mtu
Then
wako.
me, I will say, if you do that, you won't do it 10 times. You won't,
90% watachange.
Those scenarios won't come 10 times. The minute mtu asweat kidogo anze kujua, lazima nijitegemee. Utapata ukikuja kamba, they won't even ask you for pocket money. They'll tell you, do you think I can get a job or something? They'll just,
unakuja hata chakula ukitisha unaambiwa iliisha. Unatoka wapi?
Si ndio, si I find place. Unaweza kwani mlikula nyama? Haukuwa. Haukuwa.
Wow, I like
si
it.
Ndio, I turn up at 7.
Asubuhi.
7. No, 7 in the evening. Na wapata wako nyumbani.
Yeah.
Leo kutanyesha. Yani wow. This is awesome. Karibu. Unaenda ama tufunge mlango unatoka tena? Ama ni No, you laugh, but it sounds funny, but I'm telling you, do you know, sailo umefikisha mtu to a level of whether you are there or not, it really makes no difference. That's how serious things are.
And that is the turning point.
No, that's the turning point. That's when you say, hey,
kimeumana.
Hapa sasa, if I'm not careful,
I'm done.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like me, I normally, I tell someone, I like comparing with, sooner or later, one of these days we'll die. We will die, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, kama mi nimesumbua watu hivi, my funeral will be a process.
Anyway, so sasa tumemaliza tuko.
So nikaitikia kwenda for 1 year.
Hiyo ya kanisa.
Vizuri sana.
Yeah.
I really love
Wewe mwenyewe.
Yes. This one hata siogopangi kusema.
Yeah.
It was Teen Challenge of Kenya.
Yeah.
That's why I went in Nakuru. I stayed there from the 8th of December. 2020, all the way. There's a bit of a small story over there, but nitakwambia. I left again I almost finished a year. I had 2 weeks left.
Were you coming home like?
Yes, they have a very interesting program where I tell you, do something, grow together. Imagine you stay 4 months.
Unakuja una relate na familia.
In the institution. Let me just give you an overview of what they do. You stay 4 months. Right? You stay within the institution. You are visiting after, I think, 2 months. That's okay. After that 4 months, you go with one of their counselors all the way to your house.
To your home.
You just leave. And then mnalipa fare, you go, you reach home, you have lunch, you go back.
Wow.
The next month, you go again with the counselor. Together,
you meet your family.
You meet your family. You have lunch, you talk. Right? The third time, you go alone.
Oh, wow.
Are we together?
So it's
umepewa fees, fees.
So it is in gradual.
It's gradual. Umepewa fare, go home, have lunch, come back. You have to come back by 6. Don't be late.
Hata hiyo unapimwa hapo.
Yeah, unapimanga of course to make sure hujakunywa kwa barabara or something.
Yeah.
But are you seeing that freedom?
Yeah.
Give
Actually,
someone,
you are let to make also a decision.
Give somebody that chance to prove themselves. Kwanza who's been umepitia to prove themselves.
Yeah.
That person goes and they will be right back, very smart.
Yeah.
The fourth of you, eventually, let me just cut a long story short.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're given fare, your phone, you go for a weekend. You leave on Friday, you are supposed to come back on Sunday. Alone. Nobody is following you.
Ukienda huko unakuja Nairobi na unakumbuka you're supposed to go back to Nakuru.
Yeah, the counselor even tell no wasalimia. When you reach home and you're going back to TC, your parents will no wasalimia. Do you know that?
I like that also. To prove you are a responsible person.
Everybody is happy. You reach home unaambia, wow, you've come alone.
Nimekuja weekend kuwasalimia.
And you had money. Wow. Na hujakunywa. Awesome. And you're going to go back. Shika fare. You go back.
Na unafika shule.
Na unafika shule. Then within that place, you find people there. You start, unanzanga tu na kichwa ngumu, the normal one. No, me I'm hardcore.
Yeah.
Then mwenye amekaa nakwambia,
hakuna antigonesi yako
hapa, enda uombe. Go deal.
Sasa huko hata mmefundisha mambo ya kuomba.
And then there's a lot of friendship. I really like there's a lot of friendship. Before even the counselor reaches to you, you've made a friend. You come tell you, hey, Ebu,
wow.
How are you? So wewe ulikuwa unakunywa wapi? Pia mimi nishaienda hapo.
But now nimeacha.
Hii maneno ipeleki mtu vizuri. You know, you start, now it's not the ones I was telling you, you start looking for a high inside. Now it's someone who's telling you, no, si poa at any time. And then it's a very free atmosphere. The director, he wrote for me a preface, used to call it, it's an environment like no other.
Wow.
You know, you get there, you'll be shocked. Slowly by slowly, you start finding yourself.
So in this last institution, which is you said it's a religious,
yes,
faith-based organization, in this one, would you attribute this, to this goodness you are talking about, to the workers there, to the people there, or the patients, or the addicts who are there? What would you attribute this goodness for? Is it like those people are more trained, or?
They are invested in your well-being.
They are interested in you.
They are genuinely interested. Someone knows your last name and amuna uko.
Nakuita monene?
Yeah.
Wow.
Someone is your friend.
Yeah, for real.
Yani ya ukweli.
Anataka kweli upone.
Anataka upone. You know? Yeah? It's very interesting. And once you get that, unapatanga, again, life has its ups and downs, right?
What I'm saying, because all these institutions you have talked about 4 of them now, they are quite different. Out of these institutions, if you are to advise some parent there or some family there, you know it's not only children, even husbands and wives they get. Why would you tell them this institution is different from this, and this? How did you decide now after about those 4 have been, this is the best?
Experience.
No, but how did they behave? Yeah, that you didn't like that, but this one was different.
That's what I'm saying, it's through experience, because I've been through them.
But I'm saying, what is the difference?
Because this one, first of all, you're not a number. You're not an admission number. You're not a patient. Yeah, you're a client. They say a client.
They call you a client.
Yeah, welcome. Someone will say, are you comfortable? You know, nini nakusumbua? Okay, take your time, niambie. Then there's this, I don't know how to call it. Have you ever been talked down a pot?
Yeah, of course, yes. Huh? Yeah.
Every other person seems that they have the solution to your problems.
And they don't even know.
They don't even know you. So how are you going to come with solutions? How are you going to tell me to quit drinking, to behave? You've never drunk. You've never slept.
You have never tried to understand even why I'm drinking.
Understand why I drink.
Yeah.
There is social drinkers, that's okay. Someone will start telling you, me, I can drink my 2 or 3 beers and I go home. Me, I'll tell you that's okay. That is you. You see? Me, I'm drinking. If I have that 2 or 3 beers, I'll go down a trajectory that will be crazy. But now, this place I met, everybody, I think the only people who have not drunk, like at that particular time I was there, can you imagine in the whole compound, there was one.
Just one person.
One person is the only one who doesn't have a story.
Wow.
And even him from there, he might not have a story, but akoneyo calling.
So you went through this for a year. So
almost a year.
You came back home.
I slept.
You came back home. So what was your turning point? All these you are coming back and going back and going back and forth. Now you are telling me after the 4th one is when you changed. So tell us, where was your turning point, and when did you write the book? Yeah.
My turning point was around, I think around 5 months in. Around 5 months into the program. And it was basically because of friendship, you know? And particularly, one of the people I met there, Andrew, we really shared. Have you ever opened up and then you start first, munapimana.
Yeah.
Then when you share, you really become
close.
You really become close. You talk. You're talking the same language. So you start saying, one day I want to do this. Pia mimi. Then you start even sharing your fears. No counselors, urafiki tu. You know, that's when I was like, wow, let's do this. Then I was like, do you know we can even do a podcast? I was like, yeah, we try. We try. Do you have the guts? Yeah, me have the guts. We go ask. Then you find...
munaona now we can be more useful.
Let's do something.
Yeah.
And you don't need to wait until you get old. Let's try to change, to do things here. And then the people you ask are also, that is what they wanted. There is growth.
Yeah.
You're doing something.
They're telling you, very good.
This
That's
is
a good idea.
Okay,
I'm glad the idea is coming from
this
you.
This is very nice, but these are the limits. Can you do this within these parameters? Yes. And you respect them.
Because they are guiding you.
They are guiding you.
They are not castigating you. They are not criticizing you.
There is nothing like, sijui, it is my way or the highway. Come nikwambie. Don't do, okay, you can do this, but not until or no. Because walikuwa nakata, some things wanakata, and then unaambia the reason is because of this and this. And you
but
understand.
At least you are allowed to share your idea.
And you even learn to take no, you become a normal member of a normal person. You see, there is none of these things. Umekatazwa kitu, you start saying the world is against me. Wacha niende nikunywe. No, you start taking it like a reasonable
so
person.
mnakaa na Andrew, mumeanza kureason, mumeona kama tumeambiwa tusifanye kweli, maybe we have no money, maybe
then
we have
even
no...
us, we are also, you know, hii kushana kwambia, the real you starts coming out. Si ndio? Wamekataa, and wamekataa juu ya hii, let's find another solution. So the next day in the morning, uko na solution ingine, persistence. The same things people talk about.
Yeah, in real life,
we had that. Unasumbua hadi unaambiwa, you know what? Let these guys just do what they...
Hata ukumbuki the story of Dindaras and Ikras when they were trying to invent the plane. And then the neighbors say, oh, these are vijana wataua watu. Now imagine they are really being psyched. They want to have something fly. And eventually this is what came to be
add that together
the plane.
With 3 or 4 or 5 other friends. And yani inakuwa. And then as time goes, there's new people coming in. So the way I was treated is the way I want to treat someone. Are you seeing that you're becoming responsible?
Yeah.
And then you remember, we're cooking for ourselves. If I refuse to do my duty, you will suffer. And I started as I hate duties. Now it's like, ebu nifanye ndio mtu, asiumia, because I love them, I like you, I care about you, you know? So that's why I decided to write this book. I love journaling from when I was a kid. I really like writing.
So it's after this, is this the last institution is when you started writing the book?
Yes, that's why I even started on A4s.
Yeah, it has a beautiful title.
My buddy did that, the cover.
Wow. I'm not even talking about the cover, even the title, Lemons and what to do with them.
Yeah.
Who came up with the title?
That was me.
Wow. You know? No, I like even the cover.
It's a cliche, yeah?
Yes, it's a nice cliche. Wow.
Yeah, that was my friend, again, I'm telling you. He's a very good, he does art. The art KE by Nyaga. He's only did the cover.
Wow. Wow.
Very interesting, eh?
Very interesting.